Or what it is, what it is. It's your boy, Leave It to Beef. You already know what time it is. These are the breaks.
And these are the breaks. These are the breaks. You know what it is.
What's going on, America? It's your boy, Leave It to Beef. It's October 4th, and these are the breaks. You already know how we're going to start this show, man. NFL breakdown. Let's talk about the battle of the trash cans. Denver, Chicago Bears. As we know, Russell and them pulled out a victory. But I'm going to tell you right now, that is the worst preseason football I have ever seen. It was literally a battle of nothing but trash. And I would say this for fantasy owners, I'm just glad DJ Moore came alive because he saved the day. But outside of that, that game was the greatest thing of nothing but trash and debacle, because I'm going to tell you right now, Denver defense really sucks. Chicago needs help all the way around, starting with the quarterback position. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he needs time to develop, but I'm going to tell you right now, it needs work. It really needs work. Let's go ahead and head to New York. Zach Wilson, he actually showed his teeth, his baby teeth, against the Chiefs. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, that game was rigged. It was so many calls at the end of the quarter. We already kind of know who the NFL was going for, right? The Swifts. But outside of that, Zach had a play in which, if you didn't see it, he kind of mishandled the ball, and he sat there and said the game was on him. But I will say this, not only did players wrap around him, his own teammates wrapped around him, and I think it was a good moment in regards to that, due to the simple fact that, hey, he is really trying. Now, the Jets can definitely turn this around. If he plays at that caliber again, he can definitely turn it around because he's young, and he just needs time. I'm just telling you right now, in some cities, when young rookies arrive, right, some lights are bigger than others. If you land in L.A., New York, Florida, for God's sake, the lights is going to be kind of big there. So other cities is going to give you some time, but other cities are not. And I think that's what's really happened to him in his overall career. He hasn't had time to shine. Let's go ahead and head to San Fran. The 49ers are the real deal. Christian McCaffrey is running away with the MVP award. He's literally just running stats out the door. The 49ers are rolling. Brock Purdy is looking like the great white hope. And I'm going to tell you right now, San Francisco is doing their thing. They're going to be a team to be reckoned with when it comes playoff time. But, hey, if you got Christian McCaffrey, you really don't need nothing else. Deebo Samuel didn't even do much that weekend. And what he was doing, the 49ers just ran all over everybody. I'm going to tell you right now, me being an Eagles fan, am I worried? No. But when we get to that schedule, when we got the Cowboys, the Eagles, the Buffalo. Bye-bye. That's some crazy shit. I'm just going to let you know right now. Let's talk about our Los Angeles Rams. Cooper Kupp is on his way back. Now, is Cooper Kupp going to fuck up the chemistry with the team? The answer is no. I think Matt Stafford and Tutu and Puka and everybody else just have to get on the same page. That just shows that you have outstanding wide receivers, right? Cooper Kupp can still do him. Tutu can still do him. Everybody can still do them, because those rookies, you can't take away the shine from the rookies. If the rookies is doing good, you just have to find your way back in the offense because you're coming back from an injury. We know what Cooper Kupp can do. I think he will actually make the rookies shine even more, because now attention will be back on Cooper, because we know how Cooper Kupp get out. I'm just going to tell you that right now. And before we go, Ken, I want the camera to bring it in right now. I want this team to look at me real close in my eye. The Las Vegas Raiders really stink. Bye-bye. That team is such a debacle. Starting with the head coach.
Busted.
How is the head coach? You just put in a rookie quarterback, and you're going to sit here and throw him under the bus. It is your job as the coach to get him ready. The kid held poise in a pocket that couldn't be held for more than 1 second. I could block longer than that. Shit, even the Colorado Buffs with Deion, they know they got offensive trouble. Even that college line could block longer than that, and you threw that man under the bus at a high speed. That's pathetic. And the Las Vegas Raiders are pathetic. Their fans are pathetic. Since you don't win, they're doing bumps in the stands, fighting each other in the stands.
He's an idiot.
It's just a complete shit show in Vegas. And it's what I thought it would be when a team like Oakland moves to Vegas. It's just going to be a fucking wild show. If your players are not getting arrested for high-speed chases or, getting arrested for other things, your fans is doing bumps in the stands and fighting each other. It's too much focus on off-field antics and not on the field. That's why the Raiders will always be the Raiders and really stink. Just simple as that. Chargers are looking pretty good, right? They're on a bye week this week, and just looking at it, I think the Chargers might do a little something. Their head coach still need to be fired. I'm just going to say that. Justin hurt his hand, but he will be okay. But other than that, the Chargers are doing their thing. They kind of got a little momentum going. You can always get a momentum against the Raiders. I look at them as a team you could just play around with as you please, and which they did. But the Chargers, keep up the momentum, right? I'm going to tell you that now, because if you don't, you will be on my Sunday list pretty sure. The Giants, let's go back to New York again. The New York Giants really stinks. Quarterback just got paid $160 million, and now he's out here looking like the uncle from fucking Napoleon Dynamite, all right? Uncle Rico can't make a pass to save his life. And I don't really blame him. The offense of a line, again, is another team with offensive line issues. It's makeshift. So when you have makeshift things going on, it's going to make it hard for the quarterback. But the quarterback made some dumbass decisions against the Seahawks on Monday Night Football, and the Seahawks just kept capitalizing over and over again. Just like that gun was capitalizing in Pete Carroll's mouth. He was really getting down with the gun was just beating him in a whole different direction. But I will say this, the Giants need to get it together. They have an outstanding tight end that's not getting the ball, and I don't know what's going on with the play calls. Let's go ahead and review some film from last year to see what we were doing so great, so now we can be better going into the future. All right? And I got one more thing that really stuck out to me. Me being a kid who grew up on Disney, who loved Disney, I was up at 6:30 in the morning on Sunday to see the Toy Story game against Atlanta and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, mind you, the Falcons really stink. They just couldn't do anything right. But the coolest thing I seen was Slinky, right? As the marker, right? And when they backed up, it was Joke City, right? But it was so fun being in Andy's room, me being an older person and growing up on Toy Stories. It just took me back to being a little kid again and waking up. My nephew and things like that was watching the game. Nieces was watching the game, and they were just so in awe in regards to it. What also made that experience so fun is if you are very novice to football, they explained every single thing to you. What is a first down? What is a field goal? Why a quarterback gets sacked? What the defense is in charge of doing? Necessarily what the offense is in charge of doing. So it made it very novice in regards to that. The game was played in London, and as the plays simultaneously were going on, so were the characters in the bedroom of Andy. Now, there was a few little hiccups in which it was a few glitches taking place, but outside of that, the kid in me was screaming all day and all night because I was like, hey, I'm in Andy's room. Like, come on, man. Come on. Can you see me in Andy's room going to Pizza Planet, right? Coming back a little buzz. I just went to the bar a little bit in Andy's room. That's all I'm saying. It was a little buzz early in the morning, but I had a great time. Oh, man, we're going to stop it right here. Now, when we come back, we're going to go ahead and jump into our NBA breakaway because I'm going to tell you right now, it was a crazy media day yesterday, and we're going to talk about it. So let's go ahead and pay these bills. See you in a moment.
What's up, y'all? This is Lexi Brown with the LA Sparks, and you're watching Infanity TV.
Profanity Nation. A podcast for the fans, by the fans. Dive deep into the topics the other shows miss. Raw and uncensored.
And he's going to play team ball. His legacy is at stake.
Rare, hard-hitting interviews with players, coaches, and you, the super fans.
I'm not hating. I'm like, okay, cool. Good.
3 championships in 5 years. He's more than good, bro.
Profanity Nation. Listen live or subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. Powered by Jesse Brown of Keller Williams.
United One Protection Services. With over 30 years of experience, United One Protection Services has more expertise and knowledge than the other security companies combined. Residential, commercial, municipal, or institutional, United One Protection Services does more than just security. We protect your livelihood. United One Protection Services.
Don't be shy. It's just me. Leave it to me and your favorite slander general, right? That's me. On the breaks, let's go ahead and jump straight into our NBA breakaway. We had Media Day. And with Media Day, you already know how this goes, right? First topic on the slate, Dame Dollar. No longer in Portland. He's no longer a Trailblazer. He's actually a Buck, which caught me by surprise, right? It caught so many people by surprise. It actually had a few players in their emotions. Ain't that right, Jimmy Butler? And tonight will be the night in which I fall for you. He was definitely in his bag. But I will say this. The Bucks necessarily having Dame Lillard for little than nothing that was traded is a good look. Giannis and Middleton now has a great support. They still got Lopez in regards to that. But I will say this. That Bucks did lose some depth in regards to the bench. I can't put up with, Giannis Antetokounmpo brothers being the people that's coming off the bench to play. It's not going to work. So the Bucks still have to do some soul searching and find some players out there that did sign campaign in regards to that. But we're going to see how this all plays out. Who had to go in that deal? Drew Holiday. He wasn't a Trailblazer for long. He actually was traded to the Boston Celtics, right? Now, the Boston Celtics dynamic was pretty unique, right? Robert Williams gone. Now, Robert Williams, y'all not really look at him as much value, but I would actually value him more than Kristaps Porzingis, because I'm telling you right now, if we look at Kristaps Porzingis back when he was with Luka, if everyone forgot, he wasn't a juggernaut on defense. He was a fucking defensive nightmare in which he couldn't stick nobody in front of him. It's going to be the same woes in Boston. Him and Al Horford, laterally, I can't see no defense getting played. Now, I could definitely see buckets being done, and I could see a hell of a cell match between, Brown, Tatum, and Holiday in the perimeter. Definitely. That's going to be a hell of a cell match. I'm just very frustrated that the Trailblazers didn't simply let the Clippers get that deal. And speaking of the Clippers, let's go ahead and jump straight into their media day, because, oh, my God, it was a lot going on with the Los Angeles Clippers media day. Now, if you don't know, now you know Russell Westbrook is now enjoying himself with the Clippers, but he did something very cool with building team camaraderie. He necessarily took all his teammates. Of course, Zubac was in attendance and Nicholas Batum, but took him to Vegas, bought the team iPhone 15 Max in regards to it, but one person wasn't there. You know who? Marcus Morris. Now, there has been chatter in regards to the organization of Marcus Morris was supposed to be traded in an original deal that included Michael Brogdon, but he wasn't. And he's still here. Fans is getting real gruntled because his play has downgraded. Last year playoffs, he could barely hit a fucking basket if it was in the middle of the ocean, and things like that. But Marcus Morris got to go. He's not following Russell Westbrook on social media. A lot of things are taking place. But I would tell you this, Marcus Morris has to go. When everyone says that there is a cancer in the locker room, it will stem from Marcus Morris because there's a logjam at power forward, but there's one power forward on the Clippers who I would like to shine, and that's Robert Covington. Nigga Spathone is a little older, so he knows he can sit on the bench a little bit, but let Rocco do his thing, right? In regards to the media day, Terrence Mann was asked, was he a vet? He said, shit, our team is a little old. I understand you because you haven't really got an opportunity to shine, young buck. So you still a vet in the league because a year was wise, but you haven't got that time to shine. So I do expect big things from Terrence Mann, and I do expect big things from Zubac because Zubac showed you he has some post moves, but Ty Lue, you got to open this offense up more and more. And also to beat the rule in which sitting, in which Kawhi basically said, hey, this rule not going to stop me from sitting. Let those young guys play. After the media day, the Clippers are going to go ahead and take their training camp to Hawaii, in which they'll hold preseasons and things like that. And then also the Clippers didn't stop there. We couldn't get Drew Holiday. James Harden is still in the cuffs of destroying the 76ers one step at a time. We also signed Joshua Promo. I'll call him Porno in regards to that. If you don't know, he was a kid that was flashing himself with the Spurs and things like that. I'm going to tell you this, man. Everyone deserves a second chance. He's only 21 years old. Every act that he did was very immature and things like that. So as a 21-year-old point guard, I do expect high things from him. I do hope he makes the roster because before this instance, he was a very talented, young, super young kid in the league that I can definitely see having extreme output. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a turn to our nemesis in Staples, the Los Angeles Lakers Media Day. The Los Angeles Lakers Media Day took place as well, same time as the Clippers, in which the Lakers, they showcased their new roster and things like that. It was a very monumental moment, a big moment, in which LeBron stated, hey, you know what? I'm handing this team over to AD. Even AD took a step, right? He said, you know what? I'm going to play 82 games. I haven't seen AD play fucking 5 games. This is going to be crazy to see AD take this step. And it's not really on LeBron, right? It's really on AD to take this step. We've seen D'Angelo Russell there. We've seen Austin Reeves, right? Captain America himself that couldn't get it done with FIBA. But hey, it's Los Angeles Lakers. Now, looking at this, both teams, right? Both teams squared up. Both teams are going to eventually meet. I'm just going to be real candid about it. Is the Lakers going to win a championship? The answer is going to be no. And I'm going to tell you why. If Darvin Ham don't get out his fucking head about a 3-guard lineup, the Lakers will fucking lose. The Lakers have 6'9" wings. He needs to utilize them at all times. And like I said, Laker Nation, you don't got to be mad at me. This is not coming from the hatred place. But just, hey, look across the street.
Idiot.
Look at across the street at Ty Lue, right? Ty Lue keep using that 3-guard lineup. He literally did it out of spite, and the shit didn't work. So, Darvin Ham, don't be like Ty Lue and be a debacle to the Laker organization. Get out of your ways of using that 3-guard lineup. All right, let's go back to just NBA in general, not necessarily the Lakers or Clippers, but I do want to talk about this James Harden deal. James Harden's situation is very kind of unique, right? James Harden hasn't reported to Media Day. He's necessarily haven't reported to Colorado to partake in training camp with the 76ers. This is what's going to happen. James Harden is frustrated because he hasn't got his trade to the Clippers, which is going to take place. But the Clippers are in a better situation than the 76ers because they're just waiting for shit to unravel. And I'm going to tell you right now, when it rains, it pours, right? The 76ers are under pressure, not alone from just James Harden, but also with Embiid because Embiid wants a second star there to help him out.
Defeated.
The 76ers is kind of in the pinch right now. If Maxey shows up as that second star, James Harden value can definitely get pushed down the window and they can get a deal done. But as of right now, Morey is asking for the fucking yacht and more, which the Clippers is not offering. And you know what's crazy? The Clippers actually have the upper hand in this trade when it comes to James Harden due to the simple fact that nobody else wants him. So, Maury, make it easy on me and send his ass home. Stop doing all this fucking rigmarole making me frustrated. You take these Fritos, these Cheetos, and these bag of Lays and send James Harden. You ain't gonna get no young talent from that. We're gonna send Marcus Morris happy ass back to Philly, back with his mama. He done with Bel Air. We don't need him out here no more. Go back to Philly. And I do love Philly, but Marcus Morris, you got to go. What we're going to do right now, we're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we're going to stop at my favorite university, Breaks University, and then I'm going to go ahead and dip out with some breakout. So let's go ahead and pay these bills. See you in a moment.
What's up, y'all? This is Lexi Brown with the LA Sparks, and you're watching Infanity TV.
Profanity Nation. A podcast for the fans, by the fans. Dive deep into the topics the other shows miss. Raw and uncensored.
And he's going to play team ball. His legacy is at stake.
Rare, hard-hitting interviews with players, coaches, and you, the super fans.
I'm not hating. I'm like, okay, cool. Good.
3 championships in 5 years. He's more than good, bro.
Profanity Nation. Listen live or subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. Powered by Jesse Brown of Keller Williams.
United One Protection Services. With over 30 years of experience, United One Protection Services has more expertise and knowledge than the other security companies combined. Residential, commercial, municipal, or institutional, United One Protection Services does more than just security. We protect your livelihood. United One Protection Services.
Welcome back. It's your boy, Leave It to Beef, and you already know what you're tuning into. These are the breaks. Let's go ahead and stop at my favorite university, Breaks University, and let's just jump straight into it. Deion took another L. We expected that, right? But just to touch on Deion a little bit, which is very just not so much, is that they're still coming. They're not that far away, because you want to know why. Let's go ahead and pivot to the individuals that almost gave Deion the shot that he needed. USC really needs help. It's not Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is doing this thing, right? What it is the damn defense. The defense is terrible. Terrible. I don't know what Riley's seen after, the Tulane incident, right, in which the USC was winning, and USC lost because of the defense. I don't know why he said, you know what? I want some more of that right there. I want what they having right there. And he brought this shit back again. USC was doing what we expected USC to do. And they almost lost to Colorado. I'm just going to tell you right now, that's the craziest shit I ever seen. USC is not, repeat, America, if you're with me, they are not going to win the playoffs.
Boom.
They're not going to win a national championship.
Boom.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, if that defense don't stop nobody, they can't stop a nosebleed, they can't stop weeds from growing out the ground, they can't stop snow from falling, they can't stop nothing, USC is going to fall. It's just a matter of time. If it's not by Oregon, it'll for sure be by Oregon State, because it's going to be a team that's going to knock them off their feet. And I'm going to leave it at that. Let's go ahead and take one more journey down, just Breaks University overall. One game that caught my attention is going to be Texas versus Oklahoma coming up. If you don't know, Texas is still doing what Texas does and going against Oklahoma. And if you haven't seen Texas and Oklahoma play in a long time, it's going to be a bloodbath. And I still got Texas nudging out in regards to that because I got big things for Texas as it comes. In addition to that, last Saturday, there was one of the most phenomenal games I have seen in college football so far. It was LSU and Ole Miss. Man, if you missed that game, it was a dog fight. Ole Miss pulled out the victory, but it was a straight shootout from start to finish, and Lane Kiffin is out there doing his thing. So, Lane, make sure you stay on point and continue to do what you need to do. Let's go ahead and stop at my breakout section. Something that's really just been really grinding my internal nerve system. NCAA. NCAA, you know, they couldn't get their hands on this NIL money because, you know, NCAA is a whole money organization. They don't give a goddamn about these kids. The NCAA is going to go ahead and speak with Congress to enforce new rules when it comes to the NIL deal. One of the new rules that really stuck out to me was disclosure of deals more than $600. Why the fuck you need to know what the fuck going on with me? Now, I know there was a lot of F-bombs in there, but if America, you with me, why do you need to know? Why more rules need to be enforced so NCAA can know what I'm doing so they can find a way to get the money from me? Coming up with certain ways to get partnerships. No, y'all got a certain corporation list that you want to outsource that you know for a fact if the kid gets signed to that corporation, they get money and you get money on the back end as well. NCAA, you're not slick. You're just a fucking modern day scammer. That's all it is. You want to contact Congress to help you enforce your new. No, a scammer is not making money. It's just like everybody else that like to scam. Once you feel that you're not making money, you're going to find another way to finesse and scam your way back into their pockets. And that's what the NCAA is doing at a high clip. I'm talking about new rules. These new rules ain't going to stop nothing. I think the deals are just fine.
Boom.
You just want to take these kids' money at a high rate. You don't give a damn about that. You finally was exposed for making money off these kids' back. So now the kids done flipped the script and found a way to make money off their own back. And what you gonna do? Find a loophole to get it right back to you. I'm telling you, you better watch the NCAA. Goddamn scammers. Got me hot. But in regards to that, you already know, man. Another episode in the books. It has been your boy, Leave It to Beef. If you look right here, right down there, you can follow me at Leave It to Beef 31 on Instagram and Twitter. I'm always there. And if I'm not here, you can follow me at We Don't Make the Rules Podcast, 5:30 on Sundays. But until then, stay calm, stay with me, and you all right. It's been your boy, Leave It to Beef. These are the breaks. Catch you next week.